Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got two replays in the German Tier 9 Premium Medium tank, the T55a. Now this is a tank that you could actually earn in the Season Pass that's just gone, which most people know by now, and most people will have earned by now. And we're finally getting the video out on it. I've meant to have this video out on this tank for quite a while now, but we've had massive tech issues. That's why there's been no real videos of late, because it's mostly been stream uploads, because it's about all I could do. My laptop just would blow up if I tried to do anything else. And yeah, now I've got a new PC. That means I can actually make videos again. I can do all the stuff that doesn't mean that my laptop's going to just blow up on me. It's great. I did try to record this video about 5 times, and it just said no and cut out halfway through the recording. So I'd have about 6 or 7 minutes of audio, and it'd crash. It wasn't fun. And even if I did make it through 6 or 7 minutes of audio, I had to switch it off for half an hour to be able to make the video. It was a pain. Honestly, it was a pain. But we've got a new PC, so hopefully we'll be able to start making more videos more regularly again. And what better way to start off with than with the T55a, which most people will have earned by now. Now, the crew that I run on this tank is a crew that's sort of set up for a bit of camo. So I run Born Leader, Rapid Reload, Sixth Sense, Situational Awareness, Run and Gun, Steady Aim, Track Mechanic, Camo, and Muffled Shot. Now I run those skills because this tank is actually fairly stealthy. You can get it down to about 300 meters of still concealment, but actually I think it's lower than that. It's pretty damn stealthy, which is really nice. And if you run Rammer, Camo Net, and Optics as well, the camo can be very tasty, and it's good for like a position like this that we're in right now. Now, the T55a can get spotted, and it will not really bounce much, because the turret is really good. Don't get me wrong, it's a T54 kind of turret. Actually, I think it's slightly better than the T54 turret. But the hull armour is trash. The hull armour is absolutely trash. It can side scrape decently, because it's that Soviet kind of hull armour. But the upper plate, lower plate, it's easy pens for most tanks. It's got 221 pen on its gun, on its AP rounds, 330 on its heat. The 221 AP pen is fantastic. It's far, well, I say it's fantastic. It's good for a tier 9. It's not like the brand new T54 buffs, which have 268 pen or whatever it is on its APCR. But I would have said that the T55a, before they buffed the T54, would have been not quite as good as the T54. It would have been competitive. It still is a good tank, but it would have been like the T54's uglier cousin, something like that. And because it has a lower rate of fire, but it had better pen, it would have been like, well, you get better pen, but you get a lower rate of fire and a more accurate gun. And that was the other thing, because it was more accurate on its gun. But then obviously they buffed the T54, gave it APCR, incredible pen, great accuracy. They just made the T54 ridiculously good. So now the T54 is just way better than this tank. But like I say, it's still a good tank in its own right. And on this game in Sand River, we have managed to push the middle, get some good shots up at people that were up on the ridge lines. And now we're getting some nice shots into that T95E6. He backs off, so we get a shot into the Concept 1B. I'm being mindful that there is a TD on my left, so he's always in the back of my mind. I'm always watching the minimap there, but there's a light tank going after him, so I'm probably fine with that. This Concept 1B is happily sitting there to get killed by me. Thank you very much, Mr. Concept. And now I want to push forward. But I hesitate, because obviously the T95E6 comes out. He ends up snapshotting me. The T30 misses me, which is good, because he probably would have finished us there. We get a nice shot into his side there because he's just exposing. If we manage to stay here with our turret only exposed to him, which is what we've got, we will bounce his shots. Now, obviously, the one thing that the T55a has that he doesn't have, sorry, that the T54 also has, the T54, with that top gun now, has 6 degrees of gun depression. This tank only has 5. And that makes it a little bit more awkward on the ridgeline, because obviously 5 degrees of gun depression is a bit awkward. And it can be just a little bit annoying. But we've got the ace tanker in that game. If we want to switch to the scoreboard. There we go. 1,697 base XP, 4,331 damage, and 1,500 assistance. So that was like, what, 5.8k combined. It is a really nice tank. Like I say, it's just overshadowed by the fact that the T54 got buffs. And it's really weird. Well, it's one of those things, isn't it? It's like they released this tank and the T54 got a buff around exactly the same time. So it kind of made the T55a like, yes, we've been waiting for the T55a for ages, come on. And then the T54 gets buffed and it's like, well, it's now just a slightly disappointing, well, it is a disappointing T54 now. Oh, that's sad. You know, that's the sort of thing about it. But like I said, I have been enjoying it, to be fair. It is a fun tank still, and it is still good. Just, you know, it's one of those things. There's got quite a few tanks like that where it's like it would be like the Lance and Sea with the Draugen. It's like it would probably be okay, but the fact that the Draugen exists makes the Lance and Sea just like, you're just the uglier cousin. You know, you're just not the one. You're just not the one. But anyway, we're on cliff in this second game, and I'm pushing quite aggressively onto this corner here. This corner isn't the best thing to do sometimes, because a lot can stay in the bushes unspotted, and then blap you, which is not nice. But hey-ho, we've got some nice shots into this Tiger. One, we're just side-scraping off of this little corner here. It's kind of like the perfect corner for us, really, because we can hide our hull, side-scrape off of it, and spot out. Now, we end up spotting the WZ-111 GFT, which was recently buffed. It's actually a pretty damn decent tank destroyer now. But we spotted him out. We're also spotting the King Tiger. Unfortunately, we get shot there. I think that was again by the Chinese TD, who is back there. He just managed to use the bush. So I'm thinking I think he's there. He's the one that shot me. We pop a blind fire into that bush. We do pen him, which is very nice. And we're going to side scrape out again. Try and pop another blind shot into him. We get it in again because he's still there. Like I say, we know he's there. He shot at us earlier. He only does track damage there while we're side scraping, which is exactly why we were side scraping off that rock. We knew he was there, so it was worth the chance to pop a shot blind at him. Because if it misses, right? But if you hit him, you know he's there, and you can try again. Once you miss finally, that's when you stop. We popped another blind shot at him, but because he's like lower health, he pulled back behind the bushes. I'm just being mindful of him, because that's 560 alpha damage on that guy. And that hurts if it hits you. It's not good. So, we're looking for a shot at the King Tiger's cupola. Unfortunately, we end up ricocheting there. And I decided, you know what? With that WZ being where he is, I don't want to risk that. I'm not going to bother anymore, because I will lose more hit points. Those King Tigers are pushing quite aggressively. My friends behind me, with them being spotted, will probably end up shooting them. So, we're changing up the position. I want to get shots now into these guys that are attacking our upper area. We get a nice shot into the Emil too. We end up bouncing something off the hill there. We've got our other compatriot T55a over there. We're just going to now side scrape kind of off this rock, and we get a shot straight through the upper plate of the T55a, set him on fire. He burns out, which is great. And we're looking for a shot, and we get one into the ML2. Unfortunately, he pens us because we're over angling, but he gets finished off. Now there's just the general that's up there, and with coming back here to help the northern flank, we've managed to completely turn that and get rid of them all, which is great. Looking for a shot at the back of this projectile 54, but there's just too many rocks in the way, we can't quite see it. And yeah, now we're just going to go push over to here at D4. Hopefully we can use this little ledge to angle ourselves down so that we can negate the 5 degrees of gun depression, which is what I want to do. But unfortunately I'm going to make a mistake, and that is overestimate the ability to keep traction on the dodgy ass physics. And that is, I'm like, okay, I'll get a shot at this. Oh no, I'm sliding. Oh, I didn't want to be down here. Oh, this is awkward. Oh, there's a leopard. I'm thinking, right, what do I do here? Right, I want to tuck myself into this rock as much as possible. The leopard gets a shot into us. We try and get a shot auto-aimed into him. Unfortunately, we miss him. And now I'm thinking, well, I'm dead, because there's a Foch there, there's a Scorpion. If he pokes out, he'll finish me off. And this is where the camo is fantastic for us. Right, we've got camo net, we've got camo crew, we've got bushes in front of us. These guys are 100 metres away from us. Because of the muffled shot and the camo, they can't see us. We fired at that King Tiger and didn't get spotted by using the foliage and the crew skills. That's where it really comes in handy to have that camo crew. Now, unfortunately, I make a mistake again. I should have pulled back behind the bushes when I realised I had a shot at the Foch. But I didn't, which meant he spotted me. But now I'm just praying to God that he doesn't kill me. I'm just sat hugging the rock. Then I get unspotted, and it's like, well, okay then. If I'm unspotted, I don't have to protect myself anymore. I'll just finish off this Foch. We finish him off. End up with 5.6k damage, 1481 assistance, and a really nice game again for the T55a, which is a very, very nice tank. It's just a shame that T54 got buffed and made the T54, sorry, a very, very good tank. So we've got an ace tanker, high caliber, 1898 base XP. What's that? That's 7k combined. Really nice game for the T55a, which is a very nice tank. It's just not a T54. So as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.
A great success!